commitment to a sustainable movement. In the coming weeks and months, together, we will be hosting a series of Shabbat dinners across the country. During these dinners, we will be asking the hard questions and seek answers about where this movement is going and build relationships with each other that will make this movement truly successful.
If Not Now was an idea that emerged in a moment. Over the summer, we all felt compelled to act as thousands were killed in an unsubstantiated and unnecessary war. But while the war is over, we know that it does not mean an end to violence. Occupation is only another form of violence, one poisonous in its subtlety. Today we reflect.
Today we reflect.
And take ownership of our role.
And take ownership of our role.
In this violence.
In this violence.
Today we hold.
Today we hold.
Ourselves accountable.
Ourselves accountable.
And today we demand.
And today we demand.
That our community leaders.
That our community leaders.
And their complicity.
And their complicity.
In the occupation.
In the occupation.
We stand in front.
We stand in front.
Of the Jewish Federation.
Of the Jewish Federation.
Wearing black.
Wearing black.
To demonstrate that.
To demonstrate that.
The communal Jewish soul.
The communal Jewish soul.
Is unclean as long as.
Is unclean as long as.
The occupation continues.
The occupation continues.
We stand in front of the Jewish Federations of North America, an organization which represents 153 separate federations and 300 independent communities. An organization which claims to represent each of us standing here. An organization which claims our voice. We are here to reclaim that voice. You do not distinguish between your support for Israel and the occupied territories.
The existence of Israel must not depend on occupation.
You denied Israeli responsibility in the war in Gaza and failed to call for an end to the operation.
The violence must stop.
I support Israel as the homeland of my people. I refuse to accept the racist falsehood that the existence of my homeland is predicated on the continued occupation and oppression of the Palestinian people. Instead, I stand with If Not Now and with all of you here tonight, demanding that the leaders of our community in the U.S. represent our voice as well. I'm here tonight practicing tshuva in this Tashlich ceremony. I may not be guilty for the deaths of Aisha's family, but I am responsible. We may not individually be guilty for upholding the occupation of Palestine, but collectively, as a community, we are responsible.
I am an Israeli American. I got drafted into the Israeli army in November 1987, 1 month before the first Intifada broke out. I was made part of something evil. The state of Israel is not evil, nor are Israelis, Jews, Muslims, Arabs, Palestinians. Evil lies in the belief in duality, us against them. And in and of itself, evil is nothing but another pseudonym for ignorance. We suffer and cause suffering out of ignorance and fear.
Today with If Not Now, we cast dirt instead of bread. This dirt is the way we avert our eyes when we read the news about Israel and Palestine. This dirt is the silence at our dinner table. This dirt is our fear that peace will never come that has prevented us from acting in the past. This dirt will create mud which cannot be as easily washed downstream. We will each hold our individual handful of dirt, symbolizing the personal sin that we hope to cast away as we begin the upcoming year. Yet today we do not stop at casting away our personal sins. We will run water over them where they will become mud. This to us represents our collective sin of complicity with the Israeli occupation.
For the times we have not called out the Jewish institutions in our community that continue to perpetuate a flawed narrative. For the times we have ignored the reality that as an identifying Jew, the Jewish state represents us for better or for worse, and we have the responsibility to act. For the times we have sent our money to Israel, whether it be through our government or communal institutions, to uphold the occupation and the oppression of innocent civilians. For the times we have partied in Tel Aviv in an active attempt to forget the occupation. For the times we have been in Jewish spaces where we talk about human rights, but omit any discussion about Palestinians. For the times we have gone on our lead birthright trips where we allow racist comments about Palestinians to be left unchallenged while driving on Jewish-only roads. For the times we have stood on the hill in Sderot, looked out on Gaza, and did not question which side we were on. For the times we have not pursued knowledge that would have led us to action. Please speak up. For the times we have denied the existence of the occupation. For the times we have not spoken up as often as we could out of fear of being judged, of being called self-hating Jews, of losing our jobs, and of hurting relationships with family members. For the times we have not spoken up trees planted in our names, which leads to the delegitimization of Palestinian land claims. For the times we have not questioned the established narrative about Israel offered to us that are Jewish day schools, synagogues, and Jewish camps. For the times we have worn IDF shirts to school and supported Israel militarism. For the times we have avoided conversations about Israel with those who deny occupation. For the times we have isolated ourselves from the Jewish community out of frustration, anger, and sadness with Israel and the occupation. For the times we have been reticent to challenge our community on actions by Israel that so violate Jewish values. For the times we have reduced the conflict in our minds to us versus them, not because it was right, but because it was easy to do. For the times we have been silent. For the times we have been hateful. For the times we have refused to act.
We will conclude the action today with our own way of looking toward the future, toward the upcoming year, planning how to turn this movement into a bigger movement, and in doing so recognizing that although the summer's war is over, the occupation is not.